What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today? Y'all don't know who I am at this point? Then damn, I'm getting new viewers all the time. Newer and newer. Let's go. All right, so I'm Mark. Go ahead and check out my other videos if you haven't seen them yet. This video is going to be on the topic of three things that your home defense pistol must have to be effective. All right. Now, part of the third is subjective. That's the part of the third is just my opinion. However, I believe the third we could all overall agree with. All right. So the first one, this is the very first thing that I believe all home defense pistols need to have: light. This light and laser combo. It doesn't need to be a light and laser combo. However, I wanted a light and laser combo, so that's what I got. All right, you don't need to break your wallet getting a crazy good light. However, you do not want to cheap out on a light either. This particular one I have right here was about 130 plus shipping, around there. So, as long as it will have a decent battery life, it can light up a room well, and it can stick to your rail. You know what I mean? If you have to tape it to it, you're ghettoing the fuck out of your home defense pistol. Good luck to you, my friend. But now there's a couple of big reasons why you want to have a light on there. All right, the main reason, of course, is that you need to be able to see what you're shooting at, all right, or possibly not shooting at. That's the importance of a light. You know what I mean? It kind of all goes back into sight, you know? If you are shooting at something, you need to see what you're shooting at so you can get some effective shots on target. Rose, stop what you're doing, girl. But as I was saying before, if you're shooting at a target, you need to be able to see the target so you can get these shots right back on there. You know what I mean? However, let's say it's somebody who you don't need to shoot. Let's say it's just a family member, maybe your kid woke up in the middle of the night, dropped a glass on the floor. Yeah, that's going to suck ass, because you momentarily had a gun pointed at them. However, that's probably going to be much, much, much better than shooting them. All right, and I think we could all appreciate that. You know what I mean? There's been countless situations where somebody thought an intruder broke into their home, and so they grabbed their gun didn't have a light on it, it was dark, they heard something walking towards them, they shot at it, turns out being their wife, husband, children, their dog even sometimes. If you've done that, you are an honorary ATF member, of course. I think there should be an award show for like the honorary ones. Like, it's like, yeah, these are the assholes who have fucked up that bad that it cost their dog its life. Honorary ATF agents. Sorry. So, those are just huge advantages that just comes with a light on your pistol. All right, those are just huge advantages. That can never ever be a disadvantage. All right, as long as you keep your light charged up, it can light up a room well, and you know how to use it properly. You should be fine. You should, you should be able to use it whenever you need to. That is number one for excuse me, that is number one for the three things that you need on your home defense pistol. All right, number two, and this is kind of a two-parter. All right, I'm gonna kind of just put it this way: as you need some form of sights, whether it's just iron sights, or you got a red dot on there, or so, you know what I mean. So we got the standard iron sights on here on my G2C, and yes, I do use this as a home defense gun, you know what I mean? It's probably the cheapest out of all my guns, so figured, hey, fuck it works just the same as all of them do anyways, they all function, so, and I wouldn't use my LCP for a home defense gun anyways. So the main reason why you need sights on there is because you need to be able to properly aim, all right? Now, as I mentioned before, it could be a red dot, it could be iron sights. It's up to you. If your gun can, if your gun is MOS, then of course, go ahead and put a red dot on there if you feel more comfortable with it, all right? I feel without sights, it just could possibly lead to an issue. Now, granted, in your home, it is close quarters, all right? So the chances of you 100% needing to use it varies on the size of your home. If you got a Chad-sized home, then shit, you're probably gonna need to use it. You know what I mean? If you have a super small home, you probably won't need to. However, it's still a good idea to aim where you're fucking shooting, guys. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. I thought that was common sense to me, at least. You know? So, that would... With iron sights, as you can tell, and before y'all sit there and shit yourselves, I am all the way the fuck back here. Alright, you got the standard 3-dot sights on my G2C right here. You can get whichever type of sights you would like. You know what I mean? I just chose 2 that came off the top of my head. You know, your standard iron sights and your red dot optics. You can get night sights. You can, if you have a suppressor, you can get suppressor height sights. You know what I mean? You can do a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So, overall, I just believe you need some form of sights on there, whether it's iron sights, an optic, whatever. All right, you need some way to be able to properly aim a firearm. That's just plain and simple. All right, and this one is probably going to be the shortest video out of all of them on my channel because it is only a list of 3. You know what I mean? I do want to point this out to you guys so you guys don't sit here and be like, wait, what? You know, because I know some of y'all are loyal fans. I know y'all fuck with me. You know what I mean? I fuck with y'all too. So, the third one, and this probably, in my opinion, it is the, they're all, fuck, I don't want to say it's, you know, whichever important because that puts another one below it. They're all equally important, all right? But this one I like to stress a lot, all right? For example, my G2C, all right? I already looked as I was doing it, sat there. So, this can take your standard 12-round mag for it, of course, you know. However, me, and yes, while for a lot of people, 12 rounds, I did that for one specific viewer, you know who you are. 12 rounds probably will do the job for home defense, all right, probably, all right. However, me personally, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, I can take another 12-round mag with me. I'd rather throw a 15-round mag in here. In my opinion, 15 rounds minimum is what you should have for home defense. That is my opinion, all right? Now, what I will say is that the bare lowest I would even feel comfortable going to sleep with as a defense from at home would probably be 12. That is the bare minimum. If the LCP was the only thing I had, I would not feel safe. You know what I mean? So yeah, bare, like you're thin ice bear. You know what I mean? Minimum would be 12 rounds. However, I think you should at least have 15 rounds. I really do. Me, I have, y'all don't want to know my setup. Sometimes I'll just sit there and fuck around and just put the light on the SD9, 32 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I mean? It'll definitely do its fucking job. Y'all can't tell me it won't. You know, you don't need to have a stick mag on there. Do I believe a stick mag would be better? If it's a functioning one, like it fully functions, yeah. Like if you have a Glock 17 for your home defense pistol, you know, go ahead and throw a good light on there, you know. Fucking get a 31-round stick mag, throw the +2 base plate extension on there. You know, you got 33 rounds of 9mm rocking out solidly. It's not going to jam up on you unless you do something extra to it, add some aftermarket parts that are going to fuck with it. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, a stick mag isn't necessary, but I would definitely, you know, I've had a stick mag for home defense. I use a stick mag for home defense a lot of times. I fucking rotate whichever guns I want to use for home defense depending on my mood. You know what I mean? Granted, the LCP is never one of them. You know why? Because you need a certain amount of ammunition. All right? That is the biggest point. All right? And not the biggest point, but the biggest point I've been trying to get at for the past 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. All right? You don't want to sit there and use a 1911 for home defense. You don't want to. 7 rounds of 45. I don't think that's going to do a job. You don't want to use something like an LCP for home defense. You don't want to sit there and use a revolver for home defense. You know, you want to sit there and use something like Taurus G2C. Really, any Glock that holds any Glock that holds 12 or more rounds, I don't even think they make a 12 round Glock now that I'm thinking about it. Honestly, y'all know what the fuck I mean. Y'all got, you know what I mean? You can sit there and add fucking base plate extensions that'll turn a 10 round mag into a 12. Y'all know what I mean. Alright? So my entire point that I'm getting at is 12 rounds is what I would use minimum for home defense. Bare minimum. I would barely feel comfortable with it. Alright? Other than that, I would like to keep it at 15 or more. As I mentioned before, I've used 32 for a home defense, and, you know, granted, no situations ever happened, but I very highly fucking doubt that if something did happen, that I would have had an issue. You know what I mean? I believe those are the three things I believe you really need to have on your home defense pistol. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run through them one more time with you. And as I was saying before, all of these are equally as important. Equally as important. All right. None of them is more important than the other. The light, I would say, is the best thing to start with because you need to see what you're shooting at. You know, if your gun comes with a standard mag capacity of, you know, 15 or more, or 12 or more, you know, then okay, then you don't got nothing to worry about that. However, more is better in that situation. As long as it functions, more is better. You know, and most firearms, unless you've gotten a butchered one, will have some form of sights for you to aim. All right. So it's not going to be hard to, you know, ensure these things for a home defense pistol. You know what I mean? It definitely shouldn't be, at least for you guys. Go ahead and go to the store, buy a gun, make sure it has some sights on it. All right. As I said, it can be iron sights. You can even get, there are certain guns that come with optics now. You know what I mean? You can get whatever you want. All right. As long as it has some form of sight system, you know, the bare minimum I would feel comfortable with, you know, as far as capacity would be 12, but 15 or more is better. You know, and then of course, you need something to illuminate what you would be shooting at. You don't want to shoot in the dark, go through the wall, hit your kid or something. You don't want to shoot somebody you don't need to shoot. You don't want to accidentally accidents are called accidents for a reason. They accidentally happen. You know what I mean? So I just feel like having those three things on your home defense pistol would overall help. Would help avoid accidents like that, because those are tragic accidents that not a lot of people get to come back from. You know what I mean? Other than that, y'all remember to make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Go ahead and look at the podcast channel. If y'all haven't done that yet, I don't know what y'all are doing. We got hours and hours of content for y'all. You know, go ahead and check out Adam's channel, of course. You know what I mean? Bro is dropping some heat today. He's been going video after video after video. He's been killing it. You know what I mean? As I said before, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell everyone you know. Other than that, I hope y'all are staying safe. Y'all are having a good day. Peace. Oh, wait, one more thing. One more gun that is not proper for home defense. A SIG P320. Plain and fucking simple. Never a proper gun for home defense. All right? Other than that, y'all stay safe. Y'all have a good one. Peace.